Hey guys, welcome to this video. You found me. My name is Brian. I live here in Denmark, and I have been really toying with this idea of creating videos of my cooking and my baking. So hopefully this will turn out to be something that we all have fun with, that I have fun with, and that I get to learn a little bit more about the YouTube world. So for today's video, right, this is my first video. So I thought, let me keep it simple, let me keep it sweet, let me do something that I really love, that I feel is a big signifier that you are in fact an adult and no longer a child, which is B.L.T, bacon, lettuce, tomatoes. So B.L.T's, the first B.L.T I ever had was in St. Louis. When I lived in St. Louis, I used to make Tums, which are antacid medication, so it was a good time. So their B.L.T, the first B.L.T I had was from a place called Crown Candy, and it was a place that was absolutely disgusting, in the sense that they literally put a pound of bacon in their B.L.T sandwich. A pound of bacon. Really crispy bacon, and I'm a soft bacon kind of guy, and I think a pound of bacon is way too much. So, a lot of people loved it. It wasn't my vibe. But it was one of those old school kind of diners that had the milkshakes in the tin cans, and it was just really cool, really homey, really cool vibe. And the B.L.T was good, like really it was good, but it was just my vibe. So I thought, let me just recreate it. It's a weekday. I just need to get something cracked out real quick, and this is a great recipe to do that with. So, with that being said, let's just cross on over to get to cooking. So guys, I lost a lot of footage, so I will try to recap what was happening. So you want to first cut up your lettuce and wash it, and then you want to cut up your tomatoes. I typically just use one. I sliced up the bread and now I'm toasting it. Now I'm not adding any fat to the toast because I don't want to add more fat to this, since the bacon and the mayonnaise is already kind of fatty. So I just want a nice clean toast. And I typically use a fun bread. The traditionalists always go with a white bread, but a bread with seeds, a hearty bread, a multi-grain bread is always going to work really well, because you're going to get that nice flavor, and what you're trying to do is build flavors. You're going to want to fry up your bacon, and here's a good time to customize it. Some people like it really crispy, like my mother-in-law, or you're going to like it soft. So time to upset the people in your life by making it however you want. Add the mayonnaise, store-bought is fine. Add some nice creaminess to the B.L.T, and then you're going to want to add your ketchup. You're going to want to add some acidity to the B.L.T, so the ketchup does that really well, but balsamic vinegar or anything to that capacity is going to work super well. Now, this is my only departure from your traditional B.L.T. So when I was working at a bakery, the chef actually used these Italian semi-dried tomatoes in oil, and they were just so flavorful and juicy. And I thought that it would be such a great addition to the B.L.T, so I just popped them on there. And now back to your scheduled B.L.T content. We're going to add the tomatoes, and we're going to salt those tomatoes once they're on the sandwich. And I always learned you want to salt it in layers to make sure that it's all well seasoned. But you also want to salt it as late as possible, because the salt is going to release so many juices from the tomatoes. So it's important you do it right as you're assembling it. And you're going to want to add your bacon, your lettuce, and then when you're ready, you're going to top it off and cue the money shot. So, there is the B.L.T, or my version of it. It looks freaking delicious. I'm super excited to dig into it. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you guys like this video, just go down and like it. If you don't like it, hit the dislike button, but just let me know what I can do better. But here you go, bacon, lettuce, tomato.